right back, Charlie.
There's always just that active and that defending. I think it's like.
People deluded, I'm back again.
Come on, Ian, man. Come on.
People deluded, I'm back again. Thank you very much for joining back in each and every time. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and of course, good night. I hope everyone's doing well and safe. I hope everyone's in good spirits. If you're on YouTube, please hit the like button. Twitch gang, it's our second live stream. Very appreciative to have you lot here. Let's not forget, people. Let's address the elephant in the room. Later, it's obviously Tottenham Hotspur against Arsenal. Whoever wins that probably is getting top 4 football, really and truly. Even Spurs won't be able to bottle it against Burnley, Norwich. And for us, if we don't win today, I can't see us winning at Newcastle away from home, you know, and Everton's another debate. So yeah, man, it is what it is. All right, bro, I was eating my breakfast, bro. Respectfully, unless you're gonna pay me, shut up and wait, bro. Like, what do you think this is? Anyways, away from any of that, again, lateness is greatness. I hope everyone's doing well and safe. I hope everyone's in good spirits. Admittedly, I'm in a bad mood now, people. I'm in a bad mood because for my, soccer lovers and things like that, Kes is obviously coming to concert. Because of someone's flipping incompetency, they've somehow managed to sell mine or our tickets. So now on Friday, the Friday before Carnival, the weekend of Carnival, I was looking forward to that. It's gone, isn't it? Like this, if you're listening, you're fucking incompetent, really incompetent, and it pisses me off. But away from that, sorry for swearing, people. If I'm moaning about that, then everything else is going well and safe. I hope everyone's got their, got their health. Their loved ones got their health, and I hope you're all having a progressive week, people. Anyways, let's move on. Any talking points, questions, all of these things, then get them in, people. It is what it is. So yeah, man. Top 4 securers today. Hope so. Not gonna allow take a draw. Me the same. Big day in our history today. A win could signal the start of a new era for us. Let's slow down because again, we don't know what the trajectory is gonna be. It'd be great to be in the Champions League, but let's calm down. And I'm not being funny, but I'm not being funny, but fucking hell, I've seen my club be invincibles. We've won 3 Premier League titles off the top of my head that I've seen. We've been around for, Come on now. Come on now. Qualifying for top 4. That ain't going to be no big moment in the club's history. Arguably, this is our biggest game since Baku, but is this bigger than Baku? No. So we're overdoing it a slight bit. Is Tottenham squad fully fit? Really? Derby day, come on, and everyone nervous. We're winning 3-1. I hope so, man. But until it happens, I don't know. No room for excuses. Draw at least. Brazy. Come on, top bins. We need a banger like that from Tomiyasu. Man said, I heard on the grapevine that Kevin De Bruyne watched your goal a few times before the game last night. He must have, man. I'll be having meltdowns if we don't win tonight. Boy, it is what it is, man. What shall be, shall be. Appreciative to you lot tuned in. We're going to get into all the Gab has his stuff, but for what it's worth, I think it would be a good option for the club, man. Exactly. We must leave DG, whatever happens tonight, we must leave everything on the pitch. We have to leave everything on the pitch. We have to leave everything on the pitch. Just have no regrets, as I continuously say. Have no regrets, man. In terms of who we can attract and how the club moves forward, of course, it's a big day in our history. Overdoing it, but all right, listen, if that's what you want to feel, that's what you want to feel. Of course, getting into the Champions League is going to help us attract better players, but half the names we've been linked with should be able to grab them without Champions League football anyways, man. But big day in the club's history. Come on now. Significant big day in the season, big day of reason, but big in our 100+ year history, fighting for 4th. Fair enough. The 35M derby today. Come on. Spurs, Chester United fans up for it. Not had much to be up for their season. In fact, United fans should be cool. You've been linked with De Jong today and you got 37 games. You got, 37 games played. You only got one more left of this disastrous season. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. I hope everyone's doing well and safe. As I said, set your reminders, 6:45 across Twitch and YouTube. Tottenham versus Arsenal. You won a double yesterday. Under 18 type. Shows shows how fooling the clubs, how the club's fooling when people excited for fourth. I don't know why the screen's freezing. United can be close to signing Frank de Jong. Great signing for them. Irrelevant to this live stream slightly. Good for them though. Let's get straight into it. First things first, man. I'm going over Arteta's press conference. I ain't read it, and we'll get into this Gabriel Jesus stuff and all of that sort of stuff in due course, people. But I want to see specifically what my gaffer has had to say. So that'll be the first thing we're covering, people. Where's my timestamp? 0-0. Arteta press conference. Let's see exactly what you said, mate. And words are just words. Have I actually? Words are just words. But nonetheless, I want to hear what the gaffer said. Of course, top four. No one's disagreeing with you, Jay, about the top. The fourth is a platform, but one of the biggest days in our history. Could be a hallmark, but one of our biggest days in our playing White Hart Lane. We've gone from winning titles at that ground. Anywho, Arteta on Tottenham, the top four and transfers. Mikel Arteta faced the media ahead of our North London derby at Tottenham's Hotspur Stadium on Thursday. The boss discussed the latest team news, Eddie Nketiah's future, the top four race, the threat of on team news ahead of the game. We know Partey's still out. We know Kieran's still out. Apparently Ben White's still a doubt. And he said Bakayo is the same. So maybe he's playing a bit of coyness in relation to the derby and not trying to give anything away. But it is what it is. On how he rates White and Saka's chances, is very difficult to rate with injuries. Just how they feel today. That's the last day that we can assess them and try to get the feeling, basically. On the challenge facing him, it's the most exciting one probably, but we had others when we played finals against Chelsea and Liverpool in the FA Cup and Community Shield. It was the same when you have the opportunity to achieve one of your objectives in the season. You just cannot wait to play the game because this is a job and the work you have done throughout the season to try and earn it. On whether it will be better to achieve it away to Tottenham, of course, but it would be better to just achieve it fundamentally. The message is clear. If we win against them, we are in the Champions League next season. We don't need any motivation or to tell them anything more than that. The opportunity is there. We are going to play and go for it like we always do. It's how we have got into this position. It's how we're going to approach it. I mean, we can't defend for 90 minutes. We can't attack for monkeys about Haaland to City. And I don't care for Arteta's thoughts in relation to him going to City. That's great. Great for his former employers. Great for the league. Isolated to this game, I do not care about it. I just care about strikers we're getting in. He was asked on Gab Jesus. He said, you know that I don't talk about any having an employee giving the team talk before the Tottenham home game. We try to approach every game emotionally as well the best way, with the moments and people that can describe what a game means better than I do or in a different way than I do. We always try to find the right way to get the players in the right mindset to play the game that we have to play that day. On what he's planned this week, whatever we do, it's always inside or closed, and we'll continue to do that. On it being a new experience at a full stadium for a lot of players, it's going to be a great atmosphere for Tottenham players, for Arsenal players, with everything that's on the line, etc., 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 etc. So it is what it is. On whether it's better to North London, we all know about it and what it means to our fans. After that, it's a football pitch with a lot of noise and a crowd that will be excited to support their team. And we'll have our fans as well, for sure, 100% behind the team. On whether it's better to win the North London derby as a manager or a player, the winning factor is always the best feeling. It's different, obviously, as a player and manager, but in every occasion, it's not just about winning. It's about how you win those matches and the experience that you go through throughout the 90 minutes, especially when you play at home in front of your crowd. On the home North London derby earlier in the season, it's a lot of moments, I think, that define the season, especially ones that happened against Norwich at home as well. It was a turning point. Then we went to Burnley and we managed to win. Then we had that game that we capitalized on and went to the next. But it's difficult. It's a moment emotionally that attachment with the fans helps to generate some moments. And at the time, it certainly did. As much as we all know what comes with winning this potentially for Arsenal or Spurs. If you start to think more than just the isolated 90 minutes and playing your opponents, you're going to be in trouble. Just win your individual battles all over the field. You probably will concede today, react. If I'm Spurs, I fancy scoring against Arsenal. If I'm Arsenal, I fancy them. I would fancy, both teams should fancy each other. Pause. Well, in order to be able to do that, we have to achieve through the Premier League this season what we want to do, and the opportunity now is ahead of us. I'm bouncing back from the start of the season. This is football. Things turn around really quickly, both ways, and just be surrounded by good people. Make sure you believe in what you, in the way that they have to happen. But in football, sometimes they don't. So you need that element of luck as well. You need that element of support, and you need that ball to get in the net at the right moment when it needs to be. On being driven by criticism, you should use criticisms to drive you, but it's irrelevant, man. Well, you have to be prepared for that. You know, for criticism's fickle. Some people are just going to be committed to condoning Arteta or hating Arteta. Some people, the people that are the biggest critics, they're the first to probably talk about the process is changing and the roots are being engraved and all of this sort of stuff. Is crazy, man. So, yeah, man. Is what it is, man. So he's right about that. You have to be the best in the country, and you have to win every competition you're involved with, and we have to deal with that pressure. And when you're not delivering results, is part of the job. I'm not gonna lie, Jay, man, you're pissing me off, bro. Like, we get it. Like, allow it, man. People allow different opinions. I'm clearly not in the mid. Yes, it's peak. On whether Champions League qualification is like winning a trophy. No, it's not, because you don't get a trophy. But it does provide you a platform to play in the competition. And obviously the finances that have come into the game via getting fourth and being in Europe, it's become an artificial trophy where people are just happy to get into a room, really, for the sake of being in a room. I've heard that quote now many times from many different managers, and I think Arsene was the first one who said it, because he could probably see what was happening in this league and the difficulty of achieving that. It's the way he described it, and it was the way that he felt, and I feel that for the club, it would be extremely important. That's a great way of answering with not actually answering really and truly. It's not a trophy. Let's be honest. There's every logic in what Wenger said. There's every logic in all of it. These players that have no trophies in the bank and finish fourth, are they going to tell their grandkids when they call it a day, I finished fourth in 2022? Can you show them a medal? I don't know, people, but it is what it is. Winning games? No, because no. It will probably be elements of it, but no. You see what happens and what the fans would like to do. On it not all being on this result. For me, it's about the excitement and the opportunity. When you have that in football, you have to go and deliver and do it. That's the mindset we will have for tomorrow. So Arteta has told you that. He has told you that. Obviously, he's trying to, what's the word? Like, breed calmness, I guess. But at the same time, he's saying it, bro. You've got an opportunity. You win the game, that's that. You don't the game, that's that. Simple as that. And I think throughout the course of this press conference so far, Arteta has been unusually crystal clear by his own standards in everything he's saying so far. And whether it takes the pressure off, for me, it's not about the pressure again. It's about having that inner belief that tomorrow is the day, and tomorrow we want to achieve what we have earned. We always do it, just to prepare the players for what they can expect, how they can handle certain situations, and try to make them visualize the game before they play it. It won't be different for this game. And whether the game being rearranged is an advantage, well, yeah, because we've actually got a decent player squad to pick from. If Spurs win, they're going to run them bants. If we win, we have to run them bants. There are so many things that happen throughout the season that makes it very difficult to answer that question. What happened is a long time ago, and this is a game that we have to play, and we haven't decided in many other moments when we play games and when games were postponed. We haven't done for this occasion either. And whether Spurs are stronger now, I don't know. Let's see tomorrow. It's true that it's many months ago, that game, and we are closer to the end, much closer to the end, better yet. And the game has taken a much different level of importance because of the situation that we're both in. And whether he's looking for a striker in the summer, I am looking for strikers that we have in the team. And this is my focus. We have three games to go, and that's the only thing I'm focusing on. So that must mean we're getting closer, man. Yeah, we have on Edu. Yeah, we have spoken, not recently, but on many occasions about what they did that season, how they won it, and it's great. And that's why it's very important to have ex-players around who have been through things that this squad have not been able to deliver yet, to share those experiences and help us. And Arteta went on to say, it's the opportunity to achieve something we haven't achieved for many years. It's the game that will decide it. Normally, you don't play games like that in level, and our extent. What this game can deliver to us is really important. We always play to win, and that's the way we will prepare this game. I'm sure they will try to do the same. That's why hopefully it's a really spectacular game. It's what we want to do. It's what we haven't been able to achieve in the past few years, and it's had big consequences for the club in the atmosphere and environment around it financially. We want to put that right. Smash the like button, people, and the best way to do it and help the club is to deliver on the pitch, because the rest naturally comes out and plays out, and that's what we want. He then went on to say, I think he's given his own relation. At the time, obviously, the club was very consistent in achieving a Champions League spot, so it was almost a must. Now the perception is a little bit different because we haven't been able to do that. So we didn't have the expectations to be where we are. And being a player and a manager, unfortunately, is very different. But I'm very excited about it. It's a game that can help us move forwards quicker than expected. There you have it. With the players you might... It's the biggest game. It's a hallmark in our history, but it could be a small little turning point that gets Arsenal being mentioned with serious stuff. So yeah, man, it is a chance, and it's a chance to ease the burden financially. The expectation is huge. This is an opportunity for one of the clubs to achieve what we are looking for, and on top of that is the emotion and the passion that the derby brings with it. We need to be away from that and focus on what we have to do to win the match tomorrow. We're going. Think short, anything less, crazy. What else has he said? And that's true. He said he said the message is clear. If we win against them, we're in the Champions League next season. You don't need any motivation or to tell them anything more than that. The opportunity is there. We are going to play and go for it like we always do. It's how we have got into this position. It's how we are going to approach it. Fair enough. Fair enough. It's about excitement and opportunity. And when you have that in football, you have to go and deliver it. That's the mindset we will all have for tomorrow. It's not about pressure. It's about having that inner belief that tomorrow is the day, and tomorrow we want to achieve what we have earned, which is true. When you have the opportunity to achieve one of your objectives in the season, we do have targets. You just cannot wait to play the game, because this is a job and the work you have done throughout the season to try earn it. So that's that on Mikel Arteta. We'll get into the transfer. Pardon me. We'll get into the transfer news in just a second, people. But closing that timestamp, 18:15. Yeah. What are you lot saying? Let me take in some questions and whatnot. Today is the day. I hope so, bro. Let's just play the game first and then see what happens, innit? I actually know. G1, shout out you, man. Give Eddie the contract. Could we get in a few years if we get no money for him? Probably that's where we're at. Morning, bro. Big up the nation. Arsenal 3-1. Saka brace. Hope so. 9 p.m. in Australia, in Sydney, better yet. And I feel sick. Don't know if I'll be able to sleep. But hey, you gotta hold that up. Anyone else nervous? Too much riding on this game. Can't let this chance slip like Liverpool finishing above 1 point. Look at the trajectory of both clubs since. Let us pray. Morning, DG. Hope you're well on this beautiful Tuesday morning. I am, man. A bit peed off that I won't be seeing. Very quite disheartened I won't be seeing Kes in concert, man. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. It's crazy, like it's absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. Finishing top 4 is not a trophy, but it will be so big for what players will be able to bring in the summer. Jesus and Telemans will want Champions League football. Trust. There's no shortcut to the top. No team wakes up league contenders. Leicester was obviously a weird one, but you're right. You can't just skip things. Who would you like as a long-term replacement for Partey and Xhaka? No clue, man. I know no clue. We'd all love Jude Bellingham, as you said, but not a clue if I'm completely honest with you, man. Games at 6:45 a.m. in New Zealand. Don't think I'm sleeping tonight. Get some sleep, man. Can't slip down like the markets this morning, Brazy, man. Trust me, bro, I'm vexed. I'm so vexed that I'm not going to be seeing Kes now. Like, I'm actually, like, I actually don't want to be doing this live stream. Like, I just want to be angry with the world. I can't lie to you. Is what it is. Big up yourself, DJ, and all the Arsenal fans out there. Huge day for us. Just stupid. As a neutral, if Arteta secures top 4 tomorrow, he has, in my opinion, been manager of the year. Obviously, it's small margins. If he loses the next 3, no one will see it that way. But getting here is crazy. I mean, he definitely, if Arteta qualifies for Champions League, he definitely deserves a sort of hail up. I think it would be exceeding expectations. I think Eddie Howe of Newcastle exceeding expectations. But for me, it would go between. Obviously, it shouldn't always go to who wins the league, I guess, in extraordinary circumstances. But between Pep Guardiola and Jurgen Klopp should pick that one up there, if I'm honest with you. We as fans should expect the best, but we also need to be realistic. I am sure we might be losing to Spurs. All right. Are we above Spuds in the table? I haven't seen the league table, so I can't comment. DG, we wouldn't be in this situation if we could beat the likes of Southampton Palace. It's ourselves to blame if we don't make it. As I said on Twitch earlier, it's ourselves to blame, man. Yes, DG. High work rate, always score prediction for later. Or I think you mean also score prediction for later. Heart is saying 2-1 Arsenal, Brain is saying 2-1 Spurs. I just think we're going to be we're too naive defensively, as shown in the last few games. And I think we will see that against Spurs, and Son and Cole, unfortunately, will punish us. I don't know. You'd have to take that with the finance, man. I don't know specifically how much you get for being in the Champions League, man. This derby's going to have it all. I remember when Conte and Arteta were going at it after the postponement. Trust, it's a chance for certain bragging rights and things. But Arsenal, I think, maybe will still be a point ahead of Spurs had they have done it. But it's a myth. It's an absolute myth. What's YouTube telling me? What is Arsenal trying to hide their strongest 11 even in their recent video? I hope so. Any sort of uncertainty we can provoke within Spurs. 247 of you on YouTube, only 102 likes. If you ain't hit that, hit the like button, people. Unexpected high bills due. First goal is going to be crucial. I'd say the reaction to scoring the first goal, because if you concede the first goal, I don't want to see heads drop. And 9 times out of 10, when we score, we concede very quickly after. Very quickly after. United, where Ronaldo scored his 100th goal, unacceptable. The 2 that we conceded against Chelsea, let's be honest, unacceptable goals to concede. We've been booky defensively. Big up you for the super chat. Part of me wishes I could skip past the anxiety of watching the match and just know if we win or not. Trust, but that's not real life. Reckon Saka is nice and fit for the game? Not a clue, bro. I don't have a clue. My guess is that Saka will be there, but I'm not on the physio front, man. Who would you play, DG, if Saka isn't fit? Might as well go 3 at the back. I like shit. Might as well go 3 at the back. I'd probably go Martinelli. The easiest one and the first option I was gonna say is Pepe, but I'd probably go Martinelli shift to the right. Smith Rowe come into the fold. I don't know, Pepe. I don't know what I'm gonna get with you in it. That would probably be it for me. Love for the super chat once again. Been nervous for time. G1, tell him again, get the likes up, man. We need to be better at team management, game management, just street smartness. Like we play very emotional. Even United, we started the game very fast. Then we was shaky in the second half. Chelsea the same. Not really the same against Leeds, but they had one chance and scored. We should have had a clean sheet there. I look at Watford the way it could have went left. We've not really been convincing. Is it enough for us to play for a draw? We're not street smart enough to play for a draw, bro. We have to channel our emotions, but same way we can't play emotional football. We can't go there. As I said, play the game, not the occasion. If you start to think too much about the ramifications, we're going to be in trouble. All this club needs to do, if you're a fullback, focus on beating the wingers. If you're a winger, focus on twisting up the fullback. Centre halves, focus on the strikers. Midfield, win your battles. Everyone does that. things can take care of itself. You know, the players don't live in a bubble. We don't live in a bubble. We all know what's intact, but we need to control our emotions. If I'm Spurs, if Arsenal away fans be making mad noise, they need to make it as uncomfortable for Arsenal as ever, because we have struggled at times away from home. Who do you think is going to score for us, DG? I'll be real. I don't have a clue. I don't even care. Someone just put the ball in the back of the net. I don't care who. You know, it could be Tommy Asu and then they fall. I care. Man said, DG, I purposely chose to work tonight as I'm too stressed. Nah, that's pussy old thing. that's a pussy old thing. Lie that, man. But I hear you. We're out here, man. Never hide in front lining, man. Is the slogan. We're in a better position points-wise, which should suppress the nerves of the team. Eddie and Keta hat-trick. Trust me, Daddy. Rah. Odegaard or Kieran Tierney or someone else for captaincy next season, what do you reckon? It'll probably be Odegaard, but I'd give it Tierney if, you know, but he's a flight risk. And I wouldn't mind Ramsdale. I know what people are saying, but yeah, man. We need Jesus who can score goals for us. I think he can, but his CV or his body of work in scoring goals ain't really that, is it? This game is huge in terms of turning the corner for the better. These young squad and manager have excelled beyond all expectations. Ooh. Provided you get top 4. Thoughts on Gnabry? Done very well. Goals and assists wise for Bayern, despite Lewandowski dominating. I mean, what is there to say about Gnabry other than the man's an absolute baller? Like, absolute baller. Would love him here. Stop spamming, my dude, please. I just answered your question. I have a feeling it'll be a game full of goals, 4-2 or 3-4 to Arsenal. Spurs have to attack, so it'll be open. Probably will. DG, is Ben White clear to play? As I said, Arteta is playing very coy on Ben White's availability for the game. He might be there. He probably won't be. But we'll never know. Sorry, folks. PT session got moved. Everything's going wrong today. I hope Ramsdale doesn't get overhyped for the occasion. He's my biggest fear. I mean, Ramsdale is a unique guy, but yeah, there's Mr. Suarez, Mr. Tavares, boy. There's several other things, really. Do you think Arsenal shagged it by having the game postponed in Jan? I mean, let's have it honest. Let's be honest, Spurs fans. You wanted to play us because our team is hardly fit. We did not want to play it because we hardly had anyone available, rightly or wrongly. Swap the roles. They would have done the same thing. You know, when they're postponing games in Europa, no one said anything. That's it. You know. Winning tonight's game is easier than having to win the last 2. I can't lie. I'm not looking forward to Everton at home. I'm definitely not looking forward to next Monday against Newcastle away. But I need Ramsdale pumped for the game, bro. Pardon me. I think he is calling bluff, but at the same time, you don't actually know. They legitimately might be injured. He legitimately might be injured. Don't see that as this hype. Gakpo or Nunes, I think will bring us higher. I feel like we play better against teams that come at us, but Spurs like to do the same thing. If it's open, I think we lose. I don't want us to be easy to break down because Spurs can't break down low blocks. If the game's open, they hit us on the counter, it's a wrap. DG, do you think we have the squad depth to compete in the Champions League and Premier League? T, you're a smart guy. I think you can answer that that question yourself, really. I don't think I need to tell you that that's a myth. Imagine Pepe gives us his best performance in an Arsenal shirt to secure us top 4. That would be a positive middle finger to his haters, isn't it? Do you think we'll sell Pepe in the summer? Yeah, I think Pepe's Arsenal career is done. I don't know. Anything can happen. Half the players here, 1 minute it looks like it's done, then it's not. But yeah, man, you'd be inclined to believe your days are numbered. Like, for your own sake, you got to keep it moving, man. I'm not there today. Stop shouting, my guy. I wouldn't start Lacazette. I mean, there's every reason there's logic in starting Lacazette, but Eddie's in form. He runs around a bit more. Yes, Lacazette's going to drop in midfield, and when you got a flat midfield and 3 at the back in Spurs, that might help you. But yeah, Eddie's ability to chase lost causes, I think we need it, man. Man said Spurs wanted to see Charlie Patterson in midfield and they have the nerve to say we have no ball. See, they wanted to play the youngers. And we need to be like the youngers. Arsenal's ladies smashed them. The under 18s yesterday, last week smashed Spurs. 23s dealt with them. We dealt with them at the Emirates. We need to do the double, man. Eddie deserves a new contract. We spoke about Pepe yesterday. Go with the informed player. It depends, man. You know, you're right. For me, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Because as much as it's about Arsenal and Spurs and top four and all of this, you got to look at players have a reason to play for themselves. Eddie's either going to keep playing well, put himself in the shop window, or keep getting his name spoken about. You know, he's got a reason to want to perform. I'm not saying everyone should have a reason for games like this, but yeah, it's not broke, don't fix it. And I just feel Eddie's been good. Like, away from his goals, I think he's worked hard. I think probably needs to improve his finishing. Should have had a goal against United. Should have defo scored a goal against West Ham, but he works hard. I think his general play is improving. It's not quite as good as Lacazette, but he's improved with his back to goal. He does drop deep into midfield and give and goal. You look at the goal he scored against the second one against Leeds. He's actually involved on the left-hand side in the build-up and he's made a run. It's an editing for me, really, really and truly, man. So, yeah, I do get why Laka could come in and maybe Arteta plays around with his squad and things. But, yeah, man, I'd keep Eddie in there, especially if Saka or someone else not going to be there. Like, if you've got... We're already playing this without Partey and Tomiyasu. And shout out to the squad because they've done quite well the last 4 or so games. But you don't want to keep moving things. You're going to have to call Jesus, man. You're going to... One sec. It's gone to voicemail. I was going to call Jesus for you and ask him, is he 100% signing for this club? I don't know, though, man. You know, we can only deal with the speculation, my broski, man. Can only deal with the speculation, man. Let's get into the transfer news. One love for you lot. Let's make timestamps, though. Someone said they want street smartness today. Bro, you need to be street smart today. But again, there's going to be moments we're going to be under the cosh. We're going to be under pressure. They probably are going to score. You know, you've got to, like Arteta makes a big song and dance. You have to suffer. We can't break teams. Don't concede. If you can't win, don't lose. That's my reality, really and truly, you know. If you can't grab a W, don't hold the L. Like, it's one of them ones. As much as I want to go out there and win and all these things, sometimes you might have to live to fight another day. And football's a 90-minute game. And I don't think fans understand that. And I don't think our players have taken heed of that. Because, again, our performance across the whole of a 90-minute game, let's be honest, you know, it's not a criticism. It's not good enough. It's shaky. It's unnecessarily nervous. Like, even the Leeds game, we was very comfortable, no problems at all. But in the back of our heads or deep down in our hearts as Arsenal fans, we felt a bit nervous. You know, Leeds could have even took something out of the game. They scored. Was it Gabriel? He made a big tackle to deny Rodrigo or something. That even happened when we beat Newcastle and Norwich at home. That happened when we won 3-2 against Watford. The performances are not really as clean as it could be. And that's what this young squad and young manager have to learn to go to the next level. Sometimes I think we get a bit excited. Like, you know, at Leeds, playing Leeds, sorry, everything was set up. They were shit. They went down to 10 men. We scored early goals. The Emirates is a lovely stadium to play at. The sun's shining. And I feel emotionally, we kind of go a foot off the gas. And that's to be expected of this young squad and naive squad. These lot are human, but it's about smelling blood. If Spurs somehow, if there's a mistake, is what it is. You know Son and Kane are going to score. You know there's going to be a penalty. You know Spurs are going to be classless. Know what you're going into. Really. So, yeah, man, both teams struggle to do them things there, man. Better late than never. Please win today, Arsenal. Good vibes only. Would you rather win the Europa League or lose the Champions League final? Well, I'd rather win a trophy than lose one. So, yeah. But if I'm a retired footballer, what am I going to tell my grandkids? I lost a Champions League final. I came fourth, or I won a trophy. I like that, man. Crazy. I think the Man City first half at the Emirates should be the blueprint for today's tactics, as long as we don't capitulate in the second half. All I care about, broski, is reactions, you know. If I was, not which I'm not, if I was an Arsenal man, I want to keep a clean sheet. But let's not be dumb. Son's got 20 league goals. Kane's a bad boy striker. We can't keep clean sheets. Football is football, innit? And again, this is going to sound dumb, but we're just going to have to outscore them. but at the same time, be street smart. I can't lie. I need everyone in the squad, but in particular, I'm looking at Ramsdale's leadership qualities. Martin Odegaard, you're a captain of your country. You're talking about being the captain here. I'm going to need that. Granit Xhaka, I'm going to need that. El Nene, you lead by example. I'm like, bro, just for what you offer on the pitch, I'm going to need that. The most important guy for me today is Tomiyasu. I cannot cap to you lot. Big up the Haaland demons and all of that, but Tomiyasu. If Tomiyasu's not up for it today, is peak. Like we need characters. We need to listen. You know we have to suffer today. Well, there's gonna be moments we're gonna suffer. I'm suffering already. I'm nervous as hell. You lot have been nervous as hell. I wish we could play the game in 10 minutes. Just get it done. You know, if there's chefs in North London, please make a dodgy lasagna. If you know, you know. We're gonna need that. We're gonna need that. I'm scared, man. In many ways, maybe we should have just played this game with a weakened squad, innit? Like maybe we should have, innit? Because the Amazon doc is gonna look amazing either way. Love for the super chat. Big up DG watching from work for a bit. I appreciate that. Don't get in trouble. Don't get caught. But I appreciate you for tuning in. Big up all the 9-to-5ers and grinders out there. I can't lie, man. I really do enjoy that, man. Some of you lot say I'm in the gym. I'm at work. I'm painting. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I appreciate you lot for just finding a way to make me part of your day, man. You lot make it, you know, I say it, but you lot just think I'm just saying it for the sake of it. It's a privilege to be here across Twitch and YouTube day in, day out, man, talking Arsenal. And you lot are making me like I'm still nervous, but I'm feeling less nervous. It feels like we're in a Arsenal Supporters Anonymous group, really and truly. Being good defensively is more important than our attacking abilities today. Bro, I can't lie. I need a clean sheet today, man. I need communicate. It sounds dumb, but communication, reaction, street smartness. This is everything. You know, I need leaders. And for me, forget Arsenal fans and the club and the gaffer and stuff like that. As much as it's all relevant, bro, you need to play for yourselves. Granit Xhaka, everyone's always chatting shit about you. Go and tell them what it's about. Tomiyasu, Tavares, if you play, Ramsdale, Ben White, Gabriel, bear of you ain't played in the champs. We've all got the same amount of, you know, us lot here, some of our Arsenal players, we've all got the same amount of Champions League appearances. Some of you have never kissed the Champions League badge on your shirt. Some of you have the champion. Do you know how much I want to sit here in a Champions League watch along? Please. Next season, it's gonna. Well, you know my thing. I have to get the badge and the Champions League badge and all of them things there. The trip. Do you know how much I want that? Do you know how much I want it? Do you know how much I come off this live stream? I chat to my friends and they're like, DJ, I was listening to your video. I lie, you know, man, saying you ain't checked the league table and that. Please, because now the time for crumbling is too late now. I said it on Twitch. It's too late for crumbling now. We can't crumble. You know, you should have crumbled in Jan. You should have crumbled in December. We have now got to where we're so close. We're flirting. It's like being in a club. You've seen a babe. She's chatting to you. You're chatting to her. She's having it. You know, she's feeling you. You're feeling her. You get me? She's saying, what? Should we pat in a cab? Now, can you get the cab? Can you get in the cab? That's literally it. You win the game. You're in the cab. You're going to the yard. Whoa. She thinks I'm cute. She wanna, word to Chief Keef. It's one of them ones. We need to get the job done. Please. Don't crumble. I've already got my rehearsed lines. If we crumble, well, there were two say there was no targets in the season. We come top 6. That's an improvement on last year. It's a young squad. I've got all the shit excuses I don't want to even talk about. I don't want to mention none of that. Like, we need to do this, man. We need to. I'm ready to do the Arteta propaganda as well. Like, please. You can't crumble, man. Please. That's the thing that scares me. It's like, this has been... Let's not lie and say it. The season's been a movie, innit? It's been a nightmare in parts. It's been a rom-com in others. It's been, you know, Marvel characters in others. You know, don't turn it into a horror film now. Don't turn it into a nightmare. Maybe Arsenal are going to do the typical Arsenal thing of losing today, somehow patterning it. I don't even think Spurs are going to... Spurs, you know how Spursy are. I don't even see them crumbling against Norwich and Burnley. Now, I hope I'm blind and I can't see shit, but yeah, man. Bro, so we got propaganda, bro. We got propaganda, but let's cool off, man. Let's just be humble, man. Let's just be humble. Okay, I lied, man. You lot are making me nervous again, man. You lot were calming me down. Now you're making me nervous again. I lied to you lot, man. I'm shook. It's what it is, man. It is what it is, people. It is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. You know, the past brings regret. The future brings uncertainty. There's no time like the present. Word to Arsene Wenger, man. It is what it is. It firmly is what it is. Yo, DJ, I'm working from home and your show's always in the background. I appreciate that. I need Arsenal to win, broski. I want to hear the Champions League song. Trust. If everyone here had a gun to their head, who and someone said I'm going to shoot your brains out, who can sing the Europa League thing? No one, man. You're lying. If you say you know the Europa League theme tune, you're lying. You're absolutely lying. Experience is the only way with our youngsters. But then again, that could be a blessing. The obvious is that the young G's will crumble, but they've got us to this and they're free from the naiveties. Like I said, as much as, you know, there's many talking points, you know, what this could do for Spurs, what this could do with Arsenal, the postponement, the new contract for Arteta, if Conte is going to stay, if some of their players are going to stay, you know, Champions League and all of the game riding on it. It's like a cup final, North London derby. There's plenty of talking points, but in a nice way, and the fans and all of these things, in a nice way, the players might be naive, you know, in a nice way. I would like Saka, Smith Rowe, Martinelli, Eddie and Ketia to not be able to look beyond their nose, in a sense of Eddie, in a nice way, might just be thinking, well, you know, I just want to keep scoring Premier League goals. I've got 4 to my name. Let me try and get another brace. You know, I'm putting myself in the shop window, or I'm getting some more zeros on my contract. Saka, you're getting a new deal. You know, double figures, all of this. I ain't played in the Champions League before. That must have been an aspiration as a little kid for you. Smith Rowe, the same. And obviously, there's that. So I hope that youthful naivety can carry us. Obviously, you need experience in that. But sometimes you can be weighed down. When you're so experienced and you know the ramifications of things, sometimes that can make you crumble. Doing the final touches on my dissertation, nerves are real. Bro, Theo, don't be nervous, man. Nervousness comes from not preparing. You don't strike me as someone who doesn't prepare, man. So you got this. Oh, you're too nice, BK. I appreciate that, man. Love for departing with your £2, man. I appreciate that, man. Hope your lunch break is going well and safe, my dude. Shout out the 9 to 5 is them. So yeah, man. It is what it is, man. Just need man to stand up to be counted, whether I rate these players or not. Yeah. Double agent, Bird's right to score a cheeky own goal. I might have to break into the stadium, really. I might just break into the stadium as a lookalike. Someone buy me a Spurs trackie quickly. I actually just, when do the players check in? Just check in, chill around. Someone give me laxatives or something. Let's put that in there, Lucas Aid, man. Let's collapse this whole thing for Spurs, man. Apologies. Got to do dirty. I do my job for the team, and people asking me stuff. Just keep quiet. Get a hat, put it down. Like, yeah, forgot my pass. Yeah, first team, Bird's right. Please. I'm shook, man. I'm shook, man. Man said, I see it now. DG stands for damn giddy. You'll secure top 4. I hope so, man. Big up the 95ers on there, man. I hope so, but I'm shook, man. Can anyone blame me for being shook? I'm confident, but I'm confident because fuck it, innit? It is what it is. Like, try to do the smarting thing, but at the same time, I love my Arsenal, but I don't know what you lot. I don't know which one. Even when we win, I don't know what one's turning up, man. Even this, man. Where's it? Sorry, people. My TV is showing me North London. Turn that off, man. I don't even want to. We'll deal with that later. I don't want to see none of this. Like, I don't even want to see none of this. Like, big up Perez and that, but I don't even want to see none of this. I can't. Harry Kane, remember you're Arsenal fan, innit? Can't lie. Someone needs to pay VAR, man. Someone needs to do something. You're like that kid, right? You're like a kid right next to Christmas time. The Champions League got you in your feelings. Bro, it's Champions League, bro. Champions League, bro. We're just gonna be in the Champions League for the sake of it. All I ask is that you get out the group stage, but Champions League, bro. Tuesday, Wednesday nights. I know it's not. There's no more 5:55 kickoffs, but do you know how long Europa League was? Do you know how much I had to pretend to care about it? Do you know how much I had to pretend to care about the Europa League? No, I'm not on it. Beer games as well. It's all bugged. It's all crap. Like, apologies, because Arsenal ain't got really champion European pedigree like that, even though we have got European trophies, but. Nah, man. I'm 27 years of age, bro. I'm a spoiled Arsenal fan, blood. Like, Wenger gave me a lot, and I want to be spoiled again. It's like the first couple of years of your life, you got butlers, you got waiters, and then you're broke. Like, you're signing on and that. I'm not on this at all. Like, I'm not on this. I remember coming ahead of Spurs was a given. The first year we actually finished below Spurs. I was like, what's all this about? Like, what's all this about? Like, this is crazy, man. I want my Arsenal back, bro. Like, crazy. Is Kane still dreaming about City? I don't know, but that dream's probably popped now, innit? Car, it's a myth. Well, saying that they could still grab you, but the man they got Haaland now, innit? I hate Thursday nights, bro. I prefer not being in Europe. Fuck that, lad. Bro, you were so composed earlier. I started to lose my nerves, but you brought them all back out of nowhere. Bro, it's you lot. Twitch gang, we're on this. You lot are making me nervous. Football's emotional, isn't it? It is what it is, man. Let's just channel the nerves the right way, innit? Don't worry, man. Ray and F Nick later. It's calm, man. Don't worry, me and you. And Cali, that as well will be calm. Don't act like you wouldn't be screaming Europa League champions. Of course, if we won. Of course, I'm shameless, man. It's crazy, man. Hey, don't talk about my parents. I don't talk about your mama, bro. You better calm that down. You caught me on a good day. I'm gonna let you all. Don't talk about. I know you ain't talking about my family, bro. You better be careful, boy. I'll DM your mama, bro. I have an anniversary with my girl today. Right, go out with your girl, man. Go out with your girl. Go out with your girl, man. Go out with your girl. Go out with your girl, man. Go out with your girl. Go out with your girl. Go out with your girl. Don't pre it. Don't pre it. Don't pre it. Look, I didn't even know. I think there's a seatbelt on this chair. Strap in, people. It's gonna be a mad thing. Still, this is what I'm doing. Come the game, but strap the hell in. It's gonna be emotional roller coaster. Still, let me strap her out, man. It's actually strapped in. Why has he got this? All right. Go out with your girl, man. Go out with your girl, man. Just highlights job this. Don't be like us, man. We're gonna be part of some crazy emotional roller coaster, man. 159 likes, 350 tuned in. Appreciate you lot across Twitch and YouTube, man. I know we said we're gonna get in the Champions League in a sec. I promise we will. I mean, transfer news, but I'm enjoying these comments. I just hear pundits saying this boy surely improved. They should hold their heads high and go again next season. At that point, we finish 5th. I'll be doing that. Shameless thing. I want to be in Europa League, though, man. God forgive me, but obviously, birds and the bees. It's like your friend saying he's chatting to someone and she's got friends and all the friends are there and you have to deal with the ugly one. Like, that's Europa League. That's dead. I want to put the buffest one in the friendship group or the second buffest one or the one that's got the most vibes. I don't want the ugly duckling, the one that's always destined to be a bridesmaid for life. Obviously, shout all the ugly girls out there. Certain man's mum's like that. Might even smoke a cig. Fuck, you know what? To sorry, blood. Come on, Arsenal. Today's the day we shut them man up down the road. I don't know, bro. I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, I've been doing a lot of lying. I ain't looked at the league table, you know. Mathematically, this, you know. How do you define what a favorite of a game is? Crazy, man. You're making me emotional about the match. I thought I got that out of my system for dumb days. Now, listen, you lot, don't sit here and blame me. I'm just saying what a lot of you guys are feeling. Like, pause, obviously. I don't know what next man feel, but yeah, I'm just saying it out loud. Don't try to project and throw this on me and say, oh, it's your fault. Allow me, bro. I'm just saying what we all feel. I feel excitement. I feel confidence. I feel nerves. This must be how some of you felt on your wedding day. Still, like, bro. This is scary stuff, man. Like, I haven't felt this. I haven't felt like this since certain people had my phone in their hands. No, I'm playing. Disclaimer. All jokes. Hey, this is scary as hell. Who's the Conference League again? Conference League Varane. That's the Man United use. My Wednesday night was lit when we were in the champs round my nan's. Good food, fruit punch, watching Ozil chip the keeper. See what I'm saying? Big up Granny as well, man. If I was Granny, I wouldn't even. If we don't get Champions League, she should say don't even come round. Mate, Granny cook nothing. That's not worth that. I'm in heaven within 2 seconds if they ask me that with a burner to my head. I hope you didn't offer 50 million. That means they got Haaland for free. Technically, it's an outlay of 85 million for Haaland. Every single Arsenal fan across the world is super nervous today, DJ. I've barely done anything at work. I feel it in the air. Like, obviously, I'm gonna to go to my gym later. I'm gonna walk past this toilet seat stadium. Like I can hear when we're doing the watch. You lot can't see, but behind this green screen is my window. It's gonna be open. I can hear all that. Like, I can hear them. They're walking up and down my road. Before the traffic wardens got involved, they could park for free on the roads. Them, you know. Now it's all tickets and that. I'm gonna see it. After this live stream, I'm going to seriously abuse my Spurs supporting friend. In fact, now you know it's a humble thing. Let me just stay humble. If we win, we talk stuff. If not, it's a disappearing act still. Can this match almost never come? Who's scoring tonight? Anyone, man. Anyone in a red shirt? Oh, well, if we're wearing red shirt. What shirt do you think is the hardest of our 22-23 kits? The black one. The pink one, I fuck with it. Bracy. I can't lie, it's games like this. I wish I was, you know them, we've all got friends, you know the friends that are not really into football. I wish I was one of them, man, because this is life or death. I'm not sleeping tonight if things go wrong. If things go right 9 months from now, might have a kid, blood. Hey, I'm feeling happy going to work listening to you, DJ. I appreciate that. See, you can hear these spud twats as well, man. Man only had to go to school in Tottenham. Living there would pee me off. To be fair, Edmonton, but still, it's on the border. No, come on, Arsenal, man, please, man. I don't actually. Everyone that watches me, I don't ask this club for nothing, you know. I don't ask you lot for nothing at all. Please, just don't rub out today. 90 minutes from the promised land. You know, we're gonna do BS in the Champions League. You know, our happiness they're gonna remind us if we collapse in the, you know, we'll deal with it, man. You know, they're gonna give us Real Madrid. Benzema's gonna source us. Mbappe next season is gonna source us. We know we're gonna have a difficult time in the champs, but get there first, man. 30 minutes to my job interview. Please wish me luck. Hey, man. Big up yourself for landing that job interview. If they don't take you, then it's their loss, man. Obviously, best of luck. Hope you get that job and that, you know. If they don't, God's got a bigger plan for you, my guy. But I know you've done your homework on the company. Just show your personality, do your thing. And then, yeah, much like football, this job says it's all subjective, innit? It's all a funny old game of opinions. Betting sites are putting Tottenham as the favourites. I can triple my money when Arsenal win, inshallah, man. If we win, my mate who supports Spurs is going to get the most abuse of his life. We might even, I can't lie, the man might even rush the Spurs dons. I can't lie. I've already accepted we're going to lose. Let's say that. Man said, got me watching the stream with one earpod in sneaky during what? Don't get bagged, my guy. Where's your size? The borders. Where you get me? Come on, 4th Street, baby. 4th Street. Come on. Throw them up. Yeah, come on. Can't lie, I've seen the Spurs fans collapse so many duns on 4th Street, boy. I remember when I saw Spurs fans fighting Newcastle duns. It's really bad, but I remember seeing a Newcastle fan. He must have shouted some swear words, and I just see bare duns come out the pub. And he's like, what you say, mate? Like, I see so many guys get collapsed at that Gilpin Bell. And what's the one near the ground? The old Nickerson pub. I can't lie, the Spurs fans move heavy still. We can win this. We have a chance. All right, drink responsibly, man. You should get the job if not, they support Spurs. Crazy. You what, mate? You what, mate? You say, fella? Big up DG. There was no nerves on wedding day. I knew I was taking the L. I hope your wife ain't seen that. To Jay's wife, he's got a keeper. No Ramsdale. I don't know what he's on there. He's bugging out still. Hey, man said he knew he was taking the L. We saying you knew you was losing a lot of the galley. I hear that. DG, we will need our young frontmen, Odegaard, Saka. That's a mad way of spelling Odegaard, but Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, Eddie, and Nketiah to be at their best. Bro, we need them, but the older players need to set it. El Nene, new deal is coming. Show levels. Xhaka, show levels. Odegaard, one of the more experienced younger players. Real Madrid settings in really, oh, you're playing in a toilet bowl. You've been playing at Real Madrid? What's a toilet bowl? You should be showing levels. But hey, why is it our Gooner's best mates are all Spurs fans? North London thing, isn't it? Really, like most of my friends, it's all Spurs, Arsenal, United. Pardon me, couple Liverpool ones. The Liverpool ones. Oh, fuck's sake. Couple dons actually have City friends now. They used to be Arsenal fans. What it be? This is why we watch football. The drama is what we need to aim for. Nah, man, I don't like drama. I like boring. When it comes to my club, I like boring. I like to know we're winning in that. I think the scariest game, do you know what? The most nervous game for me of recent FA Cup final where it was Mertesacker, Monreal and Holding. I think that's the most nervous I've actually ever been. I was nervous for the whole game. In fact, no, I was not. Tell a lie. 2014 is tied because the whole game I was nervous. I was sat. The only way I could get a ticket was in the away ends. So you can imagine being 2-0 down, people singing "Same old Arsenal, always cheating," and I'm just daydreaming, looking at Wembley. That's why I always love Santi, because Santi stood up to be counted that day. I was just, you're calculating every. Friends are pissing me off, texting me. I'm just, I can actually remember it vividly. I'm doing the maths, like I'm watching the game, but I'm really not watching. I'm like, I took my nephew as well. I was like, this much on that many tickets, this much to get here on train. We almost late as well. We had to do the mad thing to get here. It's for another day. Guys almost getting bagged and shit. You have to do so much stuff to get there. Like, man bought this many beers, done this, that, and Arsenal are doing this. This ain't making sense. You can't do me like this. This is mad. What we on about? How you from 4th Street and end up supporting Arsenal? You're pretty much a Tottenham boy. Hey, man, got a taste for the finer things in life, bro. What you mean, bro? What do you mean? I've never, obviously, you get me? Could never there. Them man, they had Kappa kits when I was growing up, man. These man had Henri, wavy black dons. I was always going to support this thing. Come on, like, Arsenal can be crap, bro. It could be crap, but, could be worse, man. Could be stuck here trying your best to troll, bro. Like, you've been doing that for a hot minute, man. Please just, by all means, share your opinion. If you think Arsenal's crap, that's your thing, but offer some substance. Spurs, shout Jermaine Defoe, but that's dead, man. They're not real football duns, man. Support Spurs, To be fair, I got Spurs supporting family member ladder, man. Man said to support Tottenham, bro. To be fair, Wov, the Emirates is right there. It's just up Seven Sisters Road. I used to play in Finsbury Park and all of that. So yeah, man, it makes sense. Well, Highbury and be at the point. Man live on Park Lane and man's the biggest Arsenal fan. My man's on chatting. Hey, Park Lane. Ain't no trying to support Tottenham, bro. The man there used to finish first. I was speaking with my Spurs supporting Reggie the other day. He's like, he remembers when Spurs were finishing 13th and that. Come on, man. That's dead, man. Defoe's the guy. He's man them. Defoe's cousin, Arsenal fan. I went to school for. Ooh. Only Park Lane I know is Monopoly. Man, I go to the bakeries on Park Lane. Here and there. Of Kappa kits, that was dead, man. I ain't trying to hear that. Shout out Robbie Keane, though. Lloris is gone soon. He's not got too many years left. Where's Kane going now? I hope United buy him, just because it means he's gone. Anyone going to the game, be sensible after. If we beat them, I recommend you don't walk up the high road with your Arsenal shirts out. Yeah, man, can't guarantee. My thing is different, but yeah, man. Obviously, there's always people that are gonna take it too far, but that's a geezer thing, man. That's a story for another time, man. Like, I went to watch games with my brethren that support the other team, and Dons have started that stuff, and certain things have happened. They've looked at my brethren who technically supports the same team as them. Like, why aren't you backing it? Like, brother, on this football hooligan thing, like patties as well. Stress-free watch along today, DG. Ha ha. Very funny. Nah, man, be safe. Arsenal and Spurs fans, be safe. Football fans. Football is one of the only industries where industry is not even the right word, but people can still go around with their fuckery. You've seen it, when British fans go abroad. We saw it when people came over here during the Euros. Football is one of the only bits of society people can still do their fuckery. So stay safe, man. People always got to take it over the top, man. So Arsenal and Spurs fans, if you're listening, just patting in it. Be safe, man. Be safe. Be smart. Be safe. Jesus would be perfect for Arsenal next season. He'll fit in our squad. Plus, Arteta was a big part in his career while I was in City with Pep. That's good, man. But if you don't get Champions League, all of a sudden you try to call Gabriel Jesus' number. It's the number of you called has not been recognised. You're gonna hold all of that. He don't know you again. Him and Telemans don't know us again. And I think Telemans is cheeky. I don't blame Telemans for one of the Champions League club, but I don't think I done like Telemans. You know, like it shouldn't be. Signing you should not be hinging on that. Like you are 25. You know what Arsenal's about. Henri's probably talked to you, patting up. You've played at but you played at the Emirates when we was in the Champions League. Allow it, man. Just hoping I can get home from the late shift without spoilers. Data off kind of day. Appreciate the Jamaicans locked in. I've seen Arsenal fans getting fixed in front of their girls after games when we beat them at the lane. It's long, best to be sensible. Trust. Nah, I've seen a lot. But I used to work at Spurs' ground, bro. Like, and seen the Mazzers, like absolute Mazzolines. Like, I think the most OJ thing was actually Spurs fans between Spurs fans. I don't know why, but they're fighting outside Chick King, and my man just decked him. He's like, you what, mate? Beautiful, clean. You know how them geezers are with the one, but like when they do, yeah, mate. Love for the super chat. Big up DG. I first met my wife hours after Vieira scored the penalty in the FA Cup final. Then the trophy dried up for years. I used to blame her. Love for the super chat. You're sounding like Una Emre when he. I know you've all seen them articles where Emre, some woman sold a story to the papers, and she was like, Emre used to call me a white witch. He blamed me for Arsenal's form. Rather than blame himself for having a wife and cheating, you know, maybe if Emre stopped chasing Nani and started trying to chase 3 points, we might have been all right. But yeah, man, that's what you're reminding me of. Hey, man, salary first, conscience later. I was just trying to make $1, bro. And plus the whole, like, you know, growing up, the whole world used to work at Tottenham ground and had the best of both worlds because I had a manager that was basically like an auntie to all of us. We used to take the piss. Yeah, we used to, again, unfortunately, if you was paying for Spurs season ticket, you're getting sanked because you wasn't getting money for service. I mean, the whole world, literally, BBM days, you go, the money was in this. I was there for the girls. I can't lie, man. I was just trying to get numbers and let me not talk too tough, man. No cheating. No cheating. I hear you, Jay. What we saying? The obo's there. I hear it. DJ, I work at Tottenham Stadium, but if we win today, I might have to firm a bottle to the head for my celebrations. Keep it in check, man. Keep it in check. Don't let them trick you out your position, man. If you was working there, it was a shag. Like, it was a shag. Literally, I remember having orders. The chef will give orders. I'd be like, right, swear down. I swear, God is my witness. We will take this food and it will become ours. All of a sudden, what? Order for that table? It's not there. I never got it. You might have to make a new one. It's crazy. Got to listen to the North London Derby on your stream tonight due to work. Got to get that money. Come on, my guy. Come on. This is a lit stream, man. Hopefully, Arsenal are like this later, man. Nerves. Fuck your order, blood. Trust. We're feasting today or we're having a 24-hour rant. I can't lie. I don't even think I'll be angry if they lose. You know, it's one of them. They'll hurt me so much. I'll have nothing to say. Come on, big up yourself, Cornell. If we lose, I'll be... Yeah, man. I'll just... I feel I'll be a bit emotionless, you know, if I'm completely honest with you. You lot would hurt me so much that you wouldn't hurt me, if that makes sense. But yeah, let's get into the transfer news. I keep violating, man. Like, we've been here for the best part of an hour. I'm violating you lot, man. GG, do you think City will win the Champions League next season with Haaland up front? It definitely boosts their chance, but obviously, I don't know, man. There's a lot of variables to play. We don't know what teams are looking like, who teams are brought in. Form is difficult to predict, really. I can't really tell you none of that. But yeah, Pep's got the Yaya Toure curse, so it's looking like the more they try and chase that Champions League, the more it kind of goes away from them, just in my opinion. But surely you gotta get there one day, no? They gotta do it one day. I know Pep says, I weren't brought here to win the Champions League. Yeah, liar, Pep. You was brought there to transform the club, which you've done. 100% you was brought there to win Champions League. You know, you look at the blueprint, they're trying to do Barcelona. Barcelona have Champions League. So what am I on? But yeah, getting into this sort of stuff now, people. What have you said? Big up DG. 355 people watching with 201 likes. Run up the likes, people. Come on. Big up DG. Tommy's going to deal with Son or with Cedric. All right, boy. I'd rather Cedric against Kulusevski. Not because Kulusevski shit, just, bro. Tomiyasu, you know, Son is quick, but Tomiyasu will drop off a couple of yards. Cedric, you can't catch Son anyways, but if you're next to Saka in the final third and it's 3 against 2, you got half a chance. Kulusevski can obviously twine him and do the same things, but his is, I don't know how to explain it, but Kulusevski's more elegant skillers. Like, he's not really going to beat you for pace, and that it's more, I'm going to stop it, kind of do the ticketing. You got more of a chance. Not that it's easy. If I was honest with you, I wish Cedric and Tavares, unfortunately, were not. And maybe just someone better than what's there, really and truly. So yeah, it is what it is. Still pissed off about these fucking Kes tickets, man. You fucking dickhead. Anyways, Arsenal offer 50 million euros for Gab Jesus and negotiations progress. Now again, if you wasn't here yesterday, obviously we've been linked with Gab Jesus for a hot second now, but in the last 24 hours, it's come out that his agent's been speaking. Now, just because his agent's speaking does not mean he's going to sign for Arsenal. You know, he could legitimately want Arsenal. He could be, you know, he could still sign for Arsenal without Champions League. He might say no Champions League safe. He might have never had any intention of signing for Arsenal. It might just be leveraging Arsenal's interest and talks and stuff to pattern a move wherever else he's going. Because as he said yesterday, Gabriel Jesus wanted by Arsenal and likes the project, says the forwards agent. He says talks have been held with Arsenal, and he said 6 other clubs are interested. There might not even be other clubs. It might just be Arsenal. He might be using all of these 6 clubs to end up signing a new deal at City. Everything's on the table. We already know that Edu has been following the case of him. We already know Arsenal have held talks over a summer move for Gabriel Jesus, and he's given serious consideration to the transfer, his agent said. Until I see man sign the thing, holding the shirts, holding the scarves, this serious consideration, these talks, they only go so far. Dot I's, cross T's. Get some legal binding agreement. I don't care about gentlemen's agreements and handshakes, because, you know, these are all wolves in sheep's clothing. You know, these businessmen all love lying to each other. We had talks with Arsenal about Gabriel Jesus. We like the project. It's a possibility we're discussing. There are 6 more clubs interested in Gabriel. He's focused on the final games with Man City. We'll see. Now, even he said 6 clubs. What are the 6 clubs? But Arsenal's name's been dropped. So there's 7 clubs. Who are the other 6 clubs? Why haven't you named them? Is it because negotiations are more concrete and serious and there's an air of discretion required? I don't know. Yeah, I'm sure, bro. He likes the project. If we get top 4, amen. He likes it. He like it from a distance. He'll like it if we're involved. I'm not gonna lie. Telemann, Gab Jesus is one I'd say, all right, cool. You've been with Pep and that. No Champions League, I get it. I still think Telemann's is cheeky, still. But anyways, that's a quick little back burner thing. Apparently, Arteta remains coy. Maybe we've seen this already. What has Arteta said? Well, yeah, he said, you know, I don't talk about any players that are not with us. I'm looking for strikers that we have in the team, and this is my focus. We have 3 games to go, and that's the only thing I'm focused on. So, yeah, anyways, I'm moving away from that. Well, we'll look at that in a second. But allegedly, Arsenal offer 50 million euros for Gabriel Jesus, and negotiations are progressing. The 25-year-old has asked Man City to move to the Emirates Stadium, and they've obviously signed Haaland. Arsenal have formalized a 50 million bid for the acquisition of Gabriel Jesus, currently at Manchester City. The citizens wanted 60 million euros, which again probably is about 40 and some change for the striker. Considering he's got a year left on his deal, maybe we're getting zanged, but at the same time, if Arteta wants him, I'll give you the luxury of your talent ID has been fairly spot on since last summer, even though we didn't bring in a midfielder. Apparently, negotiations are close to an end, which should happen at the end of the English season. The second round of the Premier League takes place, this is Google Translate, by the way, on the 22nd of May. The athlete staff want him to be focused on the final rounds to help his team secure the coveted national title. Gabriel Jesus' possible move to Arsenal is stitched together by football technical director Edu Gaspar, with whom the striker worked with in the Brazilian national team. Coach Mikel Arteta was responsible for requesting his hiring. Despite the proximity of an agreement, Gabriel Jesus does not rule out other proposals. 5 other offers were presented to the player's staff, which is responsible for mediating the negotiations. As you know, he's contracted until 2023. He's got 13 goals and 12 assists in 39 appearances, people. And he's found a little bit of form ever since he was linked with Arsenal. Maybe that scared him. You know, I always see him linked with Inter Milan and Juventus. Juventus aren't doing the madness right now, but you can't say no to Juventus. You can't say no to Inter Milan, especially as a Brazilian don. Everything's up for grabs, really. Arsenal make first bid for Gabriel Jesus, but fall short of Manchester City asking price. Arsenal have submitted an opening offer of 50 million to sign Gabriel Jesus. He has 12 months left on his deal. Eddie Nketiah and Lacazette are leaving, people. So yeah, we'll have to see what's going on, really. So we'll have to see. Apparently, we're 10 million short of their asking price, but further talks are anticipated, people. So we'll have to see, people. We'll have to see. That's Gabriel Jesus. What else have we got? What's this? We're looking at signing Aaron Hickey from Bologna, and apparently the sporting director is in London. Allegedly, he'll be watching the North London derby. Business trip already planned for some time for the sporting director of Bologna, Riccardo Bijon. The manager is in London, where tomorrow there'll be a match between Tottenham and Arsenal, and they could be speaking to Spurs as well. We've been linked, a club with which Bologna is on good terms. I travel obviously with market themes because in addition to the vision of some players, it could be a good opportunity to talk to the Gunners. I assume this means Google Translate means about Aaron Hickey. He's been targeted by the Londoners a year after we signed Tomiyasu. The Spurs would also be interested, and a London trip could also serve to take stock of the situation on possible summer offers from the Premier League. This does not mean confirmation to the sporting management is automatic. I don't know what that means. Google Translate ain't helping me there. The last decision will be up to, I guess, the manager, given that he'll return in a week. On the threshold, there's always someone leaving Atalanta. So, yeah, there could be talks at progress around that. We've also been linked once again with Cody Gakpo, who I'm sure you've all seen PSV fans, quite funnily, printed off a big contract and asked him to sign it. Apparently, we're still on what the landscape is saying. As we revealed to you last January, Cody Gakpo is very popular with Arsenal. Since this winter, the Gunner's interest in the Dutch international, author of 19 goals and 14 assists in all comps in 40 matches this season, has increased. Has increased and remains more relevant than ever. The PSV striker, who has very popular with the English club's recruitment unit, which has placed him at the top of its summer recruitment list. But before going on the offensive for an element whose value is estimated at 35 mil, the London club must wait to find out if they will be in the Champions League or not. Currently fourth, on track to achieve it, but we still have to get rid of Spurs, who are fifth in the standings, who we meet today, people. The C1 is important for the training of Mikel Arteta. I think it means Champions League, but also for the player. If the latter recently admitted that he was a fan of Thierry Henry and the Gunners during his childhood, it is clearly understood the prospect of evolving in the most prestigious of European competitions could also tip the scales in the mind of the number 11 of PSV, especially since other quarters, Liverpool and City, have been mentioned, are also interested in the idea of recruiting this typical left forward. I mean, City's a myth. Like for you, you could play there and you might do well, but it's a myth. You got Julian Alvarez and Haaland. You on paper, you've still got Mbappe. The man said Mbappe. You've still got Sterling. You've still got Bernardo. You've still got bare guys who could leave. Liverpool's a myth. He's been linked with PSG. You could replace Mbappe, to be fair, just in terms of a body. Liverpool, if Mane goes, why not? But do you really back yourself? You probably could play ahead of Jota, but he's got double figures in the league, and the rest of them are there, man. DG, even your internet's nervous. Can't blame them, bro. Can't blame them, man. I can't. Listen, what do you man want me to do? Fight BT? Like, what do the man want me to do? Like, unless you're not going to buy me new internet, shut up and listen, innit? Like, what do you man want me to do? Like, thank you very much. But yeah, that's us being linked with Cody Gakpo. So yeah, it's quite tiresome, really. Where is it as well? And if you look at this, people, allegedly a member of Egypt's technical team has congratulated El Nene on signing his new deal. So that's probably been dotted, and an announcement is all that's due on El Nene. There's rumors of signing until 2024 with an option of another year. There's rumors of signing until 2025. Either way, it probably looks like he'll be signed, isn't it, really? So yeah, that's that in relation to the transfer news, really. there's hella propaganda going around, but it's the same old, man. Really, it's the same old names being thrown around. So yeah, it is what it is. It firmly is what it is in that regards, people. So here's the timestamps. 1 hour 14, well 15 better yet. Don't forget, people, across Twitch and YouTube, Tottenham versus Arsenal later, mate. What are you lot saying, man? Forgot his name. We were about to get him. He's class. I don't think Vlahovic is overrated, but yeah, man. Getting a phone upgrade from Eddie to Jesus. Maybe we just want 2 strikers with the Call Me Goal celebration. Why not? It's quite wavy. 6 clubs are probably PSG, Real, Barca, Bayern, United, and probably Atletico. I mean, is he going to go United? Anything can happen in life, but I think that one there is probably not going to happen. Shout to the mods. Houdini last minute goal to win the game for Arsenal. Mark my words, DG. I don't care who scores, how we score. Just do it. Just win. Good morning, DG. Do you think that this group of players know how big this game is for us? They have to give everything. I mean, it's big for them, man. So yeah, they need to. A man said Lambo. If I had that much, I'd have so much. Man said fight them, bro. Bang him. What's wrong with you, look? We need to sign players in positions we need most. Need to be sensible. Nobody wants him. They'll get him. He's Lacazette. Hickey signing is a bit weird, kind of a Tierney 2.0, harsh. Jesus to Inter, Martinez to Arsenal, Arteta masterclass. Aaron Hickey practically signed already. Again, once I see him hold shirts, then yeah. People smash the like buttons, get it to 300 real quick or unexpected high bills. Subscribe, road to 50k. Again, make sure you're subscribing on YouTube, on Twitch, you're following on Spotify, it's following on TikTok, you're doing all that. We're all nervous, D. We're all nervous, man. No shaming nerves. But it's down to the players. Go out there and make us not nervous. Respectfully, I remember the first North London derby. We was all kind of vexed going into it, saying, boy, you know, Partey this, Xhaka that. I remember Saka and Smith Rowe were getting a lot of nonsense as well. Aubameyang this. A lot of them there was a lot of noise. And they went out and showed levels. So go out and show levels again. Please. I want Paqueta over Telemann, same, and I know he can play there. I don't really think he's the man for the pivot. Morning, Noah. I can't wait for it either. Overdoing it with that one. Watching this game with a Spurs fan that could get peak. If we need any deal to sell through, we need to secure a Champions League spot. Prediction score for the game today, DG. My heart, 2-1 Arsenal. If I had to bet money, 2-1 Spurs. As much as I hear all of that about old guys, I just like Spurs are the ops. Turn up against them. Like, just turn up against them. Can we sign any more Gabriels after Jesus? Why not for the banter? Why not confuse the opposition, man? Newcastle to buy Dominic Calvert-Lewin, please. 3-2 Arsenal. DG Arsenal are going to get slapped B. So now they're going to do bits. Boy, hope and pray. Pray and hope, man. Son's a good player. I expect him to score. I expect him to dive. You know. I expect cheating. I expect Harry Kane elbowing Gabriel. So yeah, man, it's gonna get along. Would it be okay if I go to a pub near the stadium in my Arsenal shirt? I mean, you could do what you want, but I wouldn't advise that. Stay safe, man. Don't be an idiot. Hour over Telemans all day. Trust. Start off attacking. To be fair, I'd rather start off attacking, but just because you start off mad defensive don't mean you're going to be able to defend, or it's possible, or it's advisable to defend away from home for 90 minutes. We can't anyways. And likewise, man. No, I'm not. My PT session got moved. I'm going to the gym straight after this, broski. DG, how are we going to be scared of a team starting Emerson Royal, Ryan Sessegnon, Ben Davis, and Dyer in 2022? I wouldn't say I'm scared. I'm fearful. Football's football. It don't matter who you got. It's who turns up on the day. I can't lie. I think every Arsenal fan will say Arsenal, but we should be serious. Tottenham have a serious front line, and we could get peppered, especially with Cedric at left back. I'm going to the stadium. If we win, I expect them to keep us 1 hour after. Crazy, man. Take it as this fam Spurs are pricks who we need to batter. Simple as that, really. I disagree. DG 2-1 to Arsenal. I hope so. I said that's what my heart wants. I hope so. I hope so. I want to be wrong, bro. I don't care about being right. I just don't want to lie to you, innit? I'm not going to tell you I feel we're going to win if I don't feel it. And likewise, if it's raining, I'm going to tell you the sun's shining for. But that's the thing. We don't exactly, we are, by our own standards, fairly effective in front of goal. But, yeah, man. Just have no regrets. Like, I've exhausted it now. I actually think I'm calm for the game now. I think I've got it all out, man. Like we keep saying the same things. We've said this. We all know what time it is. Shout out Parker. As I just said, 2-1 Arsenal with the heart, with the brain, 2-1 Spuds. Then again, can I see 3 goals? Yes or no? Probably be. This could, we could sign some serious players. Well, I say serious players. We can sign some better players if we do what we need to do. We can still make 4th with a draw anyways. Yeah, but then, you have to assume we're going to beat Newcastle away from home. And I'm equally as scared of that game. And Everton are fighting for their lives, isn't it, really and truly, on the last game of the season. So, make it that. I'd rather 1-0 to the Arsenal, I'd rather it be 0-0 until that 78th minute or something, someone, maybe the Holding or something head home. I'm trying to see Holding switch to a back 3 and see out the game, man. Saka and Smith Rowe, come on, anyone. Bro, I just want to win, bro. Anyone could score. At work, getting under all the Spurs fans' skin. Big up DG, come on, you Gooners. Stay humble, because they're going to be on to you tomorrow. Or have you done the smart thing and you're not working tomorrow? So regardless, you're just doing the race. I hear it. I respect it still. 242 likes. Can we boost that towards 300 people? How long have I got? Yeah, I'm gonna be on time. What else is going on in the world of football? PT session 145. Well, I live right next to even my gym. Holy. Even to go to the flipping gym, it's right next to the Spurs Stadium. Like, my local Sainsbury's is right next to the Spurs Stadium. Like, oh, mate. Talk about being a North London lad. Oh, sorry, I don't even want to see this. I thought this was some proper thoughts from Conte. Ain't no one trying to see what he's saying properly. Conte calling for calm ahead of North. Since my arrival, I don't. What are you saying, big man? Let's see what the ops are saying. These are, and the thing is, bro, he's scary. I'm not gonna lie, man. Look at that. That's the eyes of a serious brother, There are important games for the table, first of all. It's a vital game for us because if we want to continue having an opportunity to play in the Champions League, we need 3 points. We need to win. There's no other solution for us. Again, when your back's against the wall, you have to do a madness. I also know very well the importance of this game. It's a North London derby. I understand the rivalry between the two teams very well. But the first thing for us is that we have to try and win and get 3 points on the table. And then because we want to give satisfaction to our fans. The game against Arsenal is an important game. It's a North London derby. It's important for the rivalry between the two teams. But the most important thing is the 3 points. With 3 points, it means we go very close to them and put pressure on them. Putting Pressure FC back in full effect. I don't want to even see what else this Don has to say. But he took 4 points. He spoiled Klopp's day. He spoiled Pep's day. Who is Arteta in the grand scheme of things then? I want to be wrong. Man said, can finally, hopefully put my last name on my Arsenal kit without being questioned and told Jesus doesn't play for us. Not today, bro. My PT thingy, man. Switched up my things. So I'm going to have to go for that. Spurs fans are so pumped for this fixture. They ain't even humble. I always peak for us. We need to win. You saying, DG, your local op? Trust. That gym work is paying off, bro. Your arms looking way big. I don't even do the gym thing too tough. You get me here and there, man. Come on. I mean, just little. You get me? Just... Hey. If Arsenal play their cards right, they could get a Spurs man sent off early. Why not, man? Arsenal, actually. 5-3-1 settings. Come on. Gonna be a close game for the Amazon doc. We need a fairy tale. We need a fairy tale, man. I don't want that. Fairy tale settings, man. Go out there. Smith Rowe knee slide. Dodgy under hit pass from Saka that goes in the back of the net. Eddie and Hickey are ringing off the phone. We need it. As long as we don't lose, we don't need a result in Newcastle. Lose tonight and we need to beat Newcastle. We don't need that to be the case. You think Conte will be there next season? I think if they get Champions League, he might, because they're gassing him about a decent summer and that. If not, then yeah, he's going to keep it moving, in my opinion. Only tonight's game matters right now. Amen. You starting Smith Rowe and Martinelli tonight. And Martinelli played quite well in his last game. I'm probably starting him still, and I need that. Ask Emerson questions, man. Smith Rowe wants to tuck inside, and that. I hope Arsenal be villains today. Be careful what you wish for. If they become compact, it's long for us. Boy. Don't smoke, man. Don't smoke. Smoke responsibly, if that's possible. You know, no substance abuse, people. 248 likes, very appreciative. Can we push towards 300? There's 336 of you locked in on YouTube, Twitch gang. You're just in solid form. Don't forget, people. 6:45. I'm live again. Boy, what's the time? Let's have one last look at Arsenal stuff. I don't want to be late. Spurs handed huge North London boost. What's this? Ben White and Saka are still doubts. Arteta, please let that be nonsense, man. Please tell me you're doing the Pep Guardiola thing, man. Or you're lying. I need you to be. If Saka's not there, then yeah, it's gonna get long. We're just gonna have to do what we need to do, really. What exactly is a low block? 5 at the back, push the defensive line back. Don't play. We play a high line. What the centre backs are at the halfway line, all the way back. 2 banks or 4. How Burnley played at the Emirates. Ready for clinching game of the season. 50 million now. It's getting expensive for 1 year contract. True. 50 million Jesus when Haaland was 64. Arsenal sucking plums. Haaland's not exactly 50 mil, is it? It's closer to 85. And you have to factor in the man has to want to sign for your club. Let's be honest, Haaland's got no business signing for Arsenal. Right? You don't go from Dortmund to Arsenal at this current moment in time. You go to the bigger boys. For playing a bit too much FIFA. Allegedly, he wasn't. Got Eddie, Saka, and Ramos in the FPL. Want to see us bag these wasters 3-0. Boy, I got Eddie and Hickey. He's going to have to stay there. I need Eddie to be pressing for 90 minutes. Trust. Lacazette might have to come off that bench and be a hero. On that note, though, people, I don't want to be late, so let me go. Obviously, 6:45. Make sure you've set your reminders on YouTube and Twitch. I appreciate all the talking points, all the banter, all the questions. We looked through the transfer news. Obviously, we've looked at the press conference. So, yeah, man, what happens later shall be. All I hope is that there's no regrets from Arsenal. Please make sure you're subscribing and following on both platforms. Do not forget TikTok and Spotify as well. On that note, though, you lot stay blessed, stay safe in whatever left of your day. I'll see you lot in a few hours.
Always that active red light, defending.